Wow. Okay. So the Patriots game just wrapped up and the Bears caught the Hail Mary at the 1-yard line, but weren't able to make their way into the end zone. So now we're switching over to the New Orleans Saints, Baltimore Ravens game. And what already has been a crazy week number 7, the Panthers make the comeback against the reigning champion, the Philadelphia Eagles. The Patriots pull it out against the Bears. And we have a game going on right now in overtime between the Cleveland Browns and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, among other games. So already pretty crazy week. We swap over to the Saints game, and currently we take it at it's 1st and 5 for the Saints. 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter, and Breeze hands it off to Kamara right up the middle, and he gets it to the Baltimore 14. They're saying the Ravens are saying that he fumbled, but I don't think he did. So Saints are in the red zone for the first time today, and we'll see what happens today. So if you guys are in here watching the game, hit me up in the live comments. Who do you think is going to win this game? Saints, Ravens, who you cheering for? Saints, Ravens. Yeah, this game is my game of the week. That's why I chose to stream it. Thank you, Dilly Vanilli, for streaming the game earlier between the Eagles and the Carolina Panthers, which was a great game. I'm hoping that this game is as good as that one. Kamara does sort of struggle to get the ball to the ground. That might be a fumble. That might very well be a fumble by Kamara, and we'll have to see after the commercial. But it looked like he basically got stripped of the football. It was hanging between him and the defender, and once the ball goes down to the ground, it looks like the defender has it. So it might actually be a fumble and Baltimore ball. We'll have to see. So if you guys are joining me, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Going to have some fun today, just hanging out. I'll answer any of your questions. We'll just have some fun, watching the game. I also have on the other channel the Cowboys and the Redskins, so I'll cover you on that game as well, just in case you're out and about, and you just want me to cover the game. If you're watching the game, feel free to give your analysis on the game. Where was I? I was just watching the Patriots game. I didn't want to do a live stream while the Patriots were playing because I feel like I would have been distracted if it was a different game. So usually I like to watch as much as the Patriots as possible. So I was basically in the chat a little bit and just hanging out. But basically Dylan and I agreed that we'll do one stream each. One person will do one stream, I'll do the other stream, and that's the way that we did it this week. So the Vikings are killing the Jets. 2 minutes left. The game is still not over. It's 37-17 Vikings. Currently in overtime, Tampa Bay and Cleveland 23-23. Tampa Bay looks like they're getting the ball at their own 11 with 8 minutes left in overtime. So Tampa Bay has a chance to win that game. Cleveland, though, how many overtime games are they going to have? Jarvis Landry tied the game up with the touchdown later in the fourth quarter. We'll see if this is a fumble for the Saints. Was it a fumble or was he down? I would actually lean towards the side that it was a fumble, but we'll have to wait and see because it was pretty close. Breeze is 0-4 against the Ravens in his career. That's true. Do you think Mike Vrabel has mental issues? No, I just think sometimes young head coaches, that was his personal choice. I know people were all over him for that decision, but if he wins the game there, everybody's saying how much of a genius he is. So I don't know if it's really, really a terrible call. I didn't like the play call from the team, but I didn't mind the decision to go for it because I felt like the Titans had all the momentum and they were don't know what's going on. I just cut out for a sec there. But anyways, so I just felt like the Titans were riding a wave of momentum, and basically if they were going to go for it and make it, Vrabel would be a genius. If they went for it, they didn't make it, like what happened, then he's an idiot. That's just the way the NFL is, and that's just what you got to deal with when you're a head coach in the NFL. Bill Cowher and some other guys on CBS were saying that they should have waited. They should have went to overtime. But the way that Phillip Rivers is playing this year, do you really think that you're going to beat Phillip Rivers in overtime? I don't know. That's just me. So I don't really mind the decision. Like I said, I didn't like the play call. I thought they should have ran it, maybe a read option, maybe a pitch play, maybe one of those little tosses. I don't know. But I didn't like the play call. All right, let's go back to the Saints game. And the Saints remain with the ball, so it was not a fumble. 3rd and 2. The Saints hand it off to Mark Ingram, and they're pushing, but it looks like they're short. So it would be 4th and 1, and I wonder if Sean Payton would go for this. The offense remains on the field. 5 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Drew Brees is still on the field. Chargers, Bolts. We won by a point, 5-2. What's going on, Chargers, Bolts? Yeah, Bears almost tied the game. It was pretty nuts. So 4th and 1, Taysom Hill at quarterback. This is pretty interesting. Hill pitches it, and it's fumbled by Kamara. Not really Kamara's fault because it was a bad pitch, but fumbled by Kamara and the Ravens recover. So the Ravens take over and the Saints get 0 points. Not sure I love that play call. I don't know why you don't have Drew Brees in on 4th and 1, but that's just me. The big fat man Pierce falls on the ball and they get it done. So 0-0. The game remains 0-0. Lance says, damn, just sneak it with the sneak master. I mean, if they would have ran a design play to Taysom Hill, it maybe would have been a little bit better than a toss or like a, what's that? What's the play called? Like just like a pitch out to the right. Like, I don't know. No Breeze. It was Taysom Hill on 4th and 1. Anonymous says Patriots in capital letters. And currently I am whooping Dilly Vanilli in fantasy right now. Just to put that out there. And also, I don't have Melvin Gordon in the lineup. I didn't even have Melvin Gordon, and I'm still whooping him. You guys can go tweet him about how I'm whooping his ass right now. Oh, yeah, it says what's going on right now. The Saints just turned the football over on 4th and 1, turned it over on downs. So the Ravens have the ball back within their own territory. Saints went bold, went for it on 4th and 1. It didn't work. I don't know if they should have went for it or not. I know that's totally up to them, I guess. And they're a great offense, but the play call to do a little pitch out to Kamara from Taysom Hill wasn't my favorite play call they could have possibly done. I don't like going sideways on 4th down. That's like my personal thing. I don't like going sideways. Like the play call was going sideways. Go forward. You need 1 yard. Started Derek Anderson, and you're projected to win by 30. Nice. Ultra's excited for tomorrow to get his ass beat by Eli Manning. Hardy says the Colts D actually did good against one of the worst offenses in the league, though. Probably the worst offense. Marlon Mack definitely looks good, man. Marlon Mack's a big storyline. T.Y. Hilton's back, caught 2 TDs. Nice effort by the Colts today. Will the Saints offense... Who will win, the Saints offense or Ravens defense? I picked the Saints to win a close game, like 24-21. We'll see what happens. But so far, the Ravens defense has been the better side so far. Saints have been able to move the ball, but no points. Alex Collins gets the ball up the middle for 9 yards on 1st down. Moving it out of the Ravens end zone, basically. Factor Fiction, Jaguars acquire a quarterback this week. You would like to think they would trade for one, maybe like a Tyrod Taylor, but I actually doubt it. I don't know. We'll see. Matt Ryan may have 8 touchdowns. Yeah, I doubt that. Maybe 4. Tim Bond says Joe Flacco over under 200 passing yards. Over for me. Flacco play action on 2nd and 1. He passes it over to Collins. Collins is tackled at the 21 of the Ravens by Coleman, the safety for the Saints. If you're just joining us, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you've never been to the channel before, The Bottom Line View. We do NFL videos, live streams like this, NFL recaps. We'll be doing Sunday night football recap, Monday night football recap. We do Thursday night football recaps. We do fantasy football videos. So if you're new, subscribe to the channel. If you're not new, support the channel. If you guys haven't hit the notification bell yet, you guys are slacking. Joe Flacco in shotgun from the 21-yard line, fakes the handoff to Collins. The ball is tipped and incomplete to Hayden Hurst. AC's gone for a while. I don't know if it's forever, but he's gone for a while. He actually just tweeted about his Eagles losing, and I tweeted back a GIF of Cam Newton. I do not show the game here. It's just a hangout. It's just commentary. I can't show the game or else I'll get copyright strikes, and I'm not really down for that. So if you're looking for the game, go to Reddit, go to a different stream. This is just a hangout and commentary. Willie Snead on the end around gets a first down, 15 yards on the carry by Willie Snead. Some of the best hair in the NFL, that's for sure. I had Redskins originally. I switched my pick to the Cowboys. Yeah, I don't know how the Browns keep getting to overtime. They just find a way to do it every single time. Matt Breida's hurt again? Seriously? Fuck, man. Joe Flacco fakes the handoff. Another play action. Over the middle. Caught near the 50 by John Brown. So Baltimore looking to establish that play action. Carry on Johnson's the man. I agree, Jordan. Brady sucks. That's incorrect. Lance says my upset of the week is 49ers over Rams. I mean, I could see it happening, but if Breida's out, then I don't know if I see that happening. That was a nice throw by Joe Flacco. A lot of time in the pocket so far for Mr. Joe Flacco. The elite quarterback, he says. -1 on the carry for the Ravens. Don't know who that was who got the ball, actually. Ravens have a new left guard in, Bradley Bozeman, who's a rookie. Davenport needs to get some pressure in there. Cam Jordan needs to step it up. I would recommend Reddit. Usually has streams for the game, but I don't know. I don't usually stream games, but that's usually what people tell me. Joe Flacco. Fake handoff to Collins. Oh, no, it was a handoff to Collins. And it's a negative 3-yard rush by Alex Collins on a outside zone play to the right. If the Ravens can get 24 to 27 points, they will win. I would agree with that. Kevin is getting some money today. I also won $180 this morning, so I'm happy about that. On the Panthers-Patriots combo. Do you think the Jags will bounce back? I don't know. If they get a quarterback, maybe. And also, I have Kansas City tonight. If Kansas City wins, then I'm going to have my best week since week 1. Jags are done, says Ultra. D-U-N-E. Spelled like Dilly Vanilli. Beathard picked off. Trubisky is such a strange quarterback to watch, to be honest with you. He makes some amazing, like, I've never seen a quarterback make more amazing plays within a bad play in my life. Like he'll like break like 2 tackles or like a scramble away from 2 guys, and then he'll throw the ball for no reason, like into a coverage. Like he has so much pure ability, but he just needs to figure out how to like tone it down. Like he almost needs like a mentor or something. Browns win yet? I don't know. I got to check. I'm going to switch it over to the Cowboys game real quick. It's commercial in the Saints game. Ravens punted. Skins just scored a touchdown. Capri Bibbs with a 23-yard touchdown from Alex Smith. Interesting. Yeah, Beathard was intercepted. I could see that game being pretty high scoring if Breida can find his way back. The 49ers offense without Matt Breida is not very good. Also, guys, have you guys followed us on Instagram yet? If you haven't followed us on Instagram, I'm actually going to pull up the link for you guys here, so you guys can follow us on Instagram. We're trying to build up our Instagram. We just started it this week. Haven't really done a great job getting it out there yet, but I'll post the link. You guys can follow us on Instagram there. Trubisky is the best mobile QB in the league. Wow, says Lance. I don't think so. I think Cam and Wilson definitely are up there. And, of course, Lamar Jackson isn't playing yet, but he's up there. But Trubisky's in the conversation. He's probably in the top 5. The Saints game is on Fox. It's the main game on Fox for me. And the main game on CBS is the Redskins, which is very odd. But anyways. Mahomes isn't even that mobile. I mean, he can run a little bit, but I would say the best pure runner is Cam Newton. The best runner... Yeah, the best runner, period, is Cam Newton. I can't find the Saints game on TV. That's interesting. I don't know. I have it on Fox, so I don't know if is the Rams game the other Fox game. No, I have the Saints and Ravens, so that's weird. Anyways, incomplete from the Saints on first down, looking for Smith. Best runner, Tom Brady, maybe. I don't understand how people always pick the Packers for the Super Bowl. They gave up 30 to Beathard. I didn't do that, but I thought that they would be a little bit better this year than they have been so far. I mean, they have a winning record, but the winning record that they have hasn't been overly impressive. Drew Brees does got the best spin move. I'm in Toronto, so I guess all East Coast would probably have the same. I know that I'm in Canada and you're in the States, but I feel like the East Coast probably everybody would have the same sort of games, but I don't know. It's just me. It isn't Aikman though and Joe Buck, which I don't know which game that is. Which game was Aikman and Joe Buck? Was that the game this morning? Canada, yeah. Only reason the Eagles have a chance for the playoffs is because their division is literally trash, says Dame. The division has been getting slightly more competitive. The Redskins look a little bit better. Cowboys had an impressive win last week, so I don't know. We'll see who wins this game, which right now the Redskins are winning. We'll see. Aikman is not doing the Cowboys game. It's actually Romo and Nance who are doing the Cowboys game, which is super weird. Do I watch the CFL? Very rarely. I don't really like the CFL. There's a lot of Canadians that like the CFL, but not me. I'm not one of them. I'll watch the odd game or so, but I'm not going to go out of my way to watch the game, if that makes sense. Does anyone know if it's on DirecTV? Guys, does anyone know if it's on DirecTV? Let this guy know. Hardy says AFC South equals worst division in football. Yeah, possibly. You could argue that. The Browns could be the team to tie in more than one game in a season. There's 1:55 left. Tampa's on Cleveland's 41, 4th and 15. What will they do? Is the Jag season over? I wouldn't say it's over yet because the division isn't very good, as Party brought up, but it's not looking good because they're tied with Tennessee for second place. They're only like 2 games out of first, so. But they're definitely not going to get a wild card. Whoever is going to make it out of that division is going to make it through winning the division, because it looks like the Patriots will make it. And then from the AFC North, I'm thinking the Steelers and Ravens will probably end up making it. I think the Bengals will be close in the conversation. Then you look at the AFC South, whoever wins that division, and then probably the Chiefs and Chargers will make it. So you're looking at the Chargers and then an AFC North team for the wild card, in my opinion. Dolphins lost today. Dolphins aren't a very good team. I don't know how they're 4-3, but they're 4-3. NFC wise, it's a lot more interesting. There's a lot of teams that are very close. I actually feel like the AFC might be a better conference this year so far, which I predicted before the season, but it's close. Vikings look a lot better than they were at the beginning of the year. I think Chicago's still a good team. Dallas, Washington, Philly are all in there. Carolina's good. New Orleans is good. Of course, the Rams and Seattle's looked good. Breeze pops it up over the shoulder on 3rd and 7 to Michael Thomas against Jimmy Smith. And it looks like there's going to be a flag on Jimmy Smith, even though I didn't really see any holding or any interference on the play, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, so they call a pass interference on Jimmy Smith. I don't think that's... He's hooking the arm, I guess. I mean, that's kind of ticky-tacky, but it's a first down nonetheless. So the Saints get the first down, and that's a spot foul. So the ball is going to be at the Saints' 40-yard line. Breeze, handoff to Ingram for a yard. I think the Ravens are the AFC dark horse team. Because of that defense, they're one of the only teams in the NFL that actually have a legitimate defense right now. So Falcons aren't doing anything ultra. Stop it. Breeze drops the snap, but finds a way to throw it. It's almost picked off by Eric Weddle, but Ben Watson finds a way to corral it for a yard. So 3rd down and 9 for the Saints here. Pay-per-view? Wow. It must be Sunday Ticket or something. Well, I mean, that's the only bad game that they had. And that's also when a lot of their players were injured against the Bengals. So since then, if you look, they lead the NFL in points against by like 3 or 4 points. And now they're manhandling this offense by the Saints, where Breeze throws it and they're saying it was incomplete, but the Ravens get the ball and run it back for a touchdown just in case it's not an incomplete pass. The Ravens are celebrating it as if this was a fumble and a touchdown. But Sean Payton is losing his mind right now. Fumble for the Cowboys. So Breeze just gets smacked by... Trying to see who that was. Not sure who that was. I'm sorry. But Breeze... So it's going to be reviewed. Harbaugh is looking very puzzled. And it goes to commercial. So we'll see what happens. Mozart is pretty good right now for the 49ers. I hope Rita is okay, though. I think that's a pretty good combo. I think Mozart is better than Alfred Morris, for sure. Top 5 running backs: Gurley, Gordon, Zeke. Feel like I'm missing someone. in there. Hopefully David Johnson can turn it around with a new offensive coordinator. Talent-wise, he's top 5, but production Barkley. And right now, probably Kareem Hunt, I guess, would be the 5th one right now. I don't know. 5th one's tough, but that would be my top 4 for sure. Maybe Kamara. Yeah, maybe. Kamara, I need to see. He needs to get the ball a little bit more. These last couple of weeks, he hasn't been getting the ball a lot. I don't think Breida deserves to be in there quite yet. I think he needs to prove a little bit more. Joe Mixon, same thing. I think he needs to prove a little bit more. I think he's in the top 10. I do not have a link. Sorry. Okay, let's check this Cowboys game out. Dak Prescott losing his shit on the sidelines right now. Redskins start from the 45 of the Cowboys. Alex Smith hands it off to AP, the former best running back in the NFL, for a couple yards. Honestly, if we're including just pure playmakers from the running back position, I feel like James White definitely needs to be in the conversation. I think he has like 7 touchdowns already. I know he's not necessarily like a traditional running back, but he does play running back, though. He's more of a receiver. McCaffrey also, I think, needs to be in there, even though he's kind of struggled the last couple of games. Alex Smith throws it over the head of Vernon Davis on 2nd and 7. It's 3rd and 7. There's a flag. They changed the clock on CBS. It's like a weird number system. Yeah, but I mean, if you check his stats, he definitely deserves to be in the conversation. All right, so 4th and 5, the Saints take a false start, and they will punt. But they were on their own side of the field, so I almost feel like that was an on-purpose false start. It's also difficult to evaluate running backs because of scheme and blocking and all that stuff. More than ever, it really seems like you have to be able to separate everything from the actual talent of the player. The Bucs win the game on a 59-yard Canton 0 field goal. That was spectacular. Baker Mayfield, puzzled. Hardy says, I'm glad that that Luck doesn't have to throw the ball as much anymore. We got 220 yards rushing against a top 10 defense. Marlon Mack is really impressive. He has looked really impressive the last couple of weeks. I'll give you that. I don't know how the Browns always manage that. Who the heck is that? The Ravens just handed a reverse to Moore, their receiver, for 9 yards. Chris Moore. Chris Moore gets 9 yards. I've never seen Chris Moore. I don't think I've ever seen Chris Moore like catch the ball. I feel like he's just a extra body special team guy. Tip down at the line at 2nd and 1 by not Gerard Davis. I was going to say Gerard Davis. By Davis of the Saints. He's been a big addition this year so far for the Saints. That middle linebacker, which I thought was one of the underrated signings of the offseason. It's come true so far. He's been really key because that was a significant weakness last year. The Saints defense has been a lot better the last couple of weeks, and this might end up being a defensive game. The score is still 0-0. Kerryon Johnson, 200-yard games. Carry on my wayward son. That's what I always say. 1st down looks like, for the Ravens, but I'm not sure. Let's see what the spot is. Depends on the spot here. Demario Davis is great, says Lance. Everyone knows Chris Moore as the guy who gave the Bengals the pick 6 to miss the playoffs last year and made the Bills go to the playoffs. I guess that's true. What's going on in the game? It's 0-0. First down, Ravens. They just got a first down. The Saints are challenging whether it was a first down or not. Still 0-0, guys. Yeah, as Hot Take Hockey says, 5 subs away from 5,700. So go subscribe to The Bottom Line View right now. Do it now. Commercial. They're reviewing whether it was a first down. You think Sony Michel is out for the year? I hope not. I'm not Adam Schefter, so I don't really know. And I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. But my guess is, from watching football over the years and from having serious injuries, I don't think he'll be out for the year. I honestly, if it was his knee, which I don't know if it was his knee or not, then yeah, it's probably out for the year. But if it was just his ankle, then I think he's okay. It was hard to tell whether it was his knee or it was ankle or what it was, because it was really ugly the way that he got his whole leg twisted. So it really depends, but he didn't look good coming off the field. But then again, other players like Edelman for last year, for example, tore his ACL, then got up and started walking. So it's hard to tell when a player is seriously injured, even if he walks off the field or not. Like, I've seen players get carted off the field and they're still good like 2 weeks from then. Sean Payton is great. Interesting point that he doesn't have good challenges. I think part of that is just because he's over aggressive. Maybe. Saints fan from Indonesia. What's going on, bro? Does Corey Davis still have upside? I think are you talking about in fantasy or real life? That's different questions. Justin says, can we watch the game? Not on this stream, sorry. You should pop Amir in the back. Injuries have plagued my team, says Jay Days. First McKinnon, then Fournette, now Michelle. Wow, that's tough. 3 of them. Sometimes you get 2 of them. I would say in fantasy for this year, I don't want to have Corey Davis on my roster. If I do, he's never playing. In terms of real life, I think he just needs a new scheme on offense and a different quarterback, to be honest with you. The whole offense is struggling. Mariota has not played well. And I don't think it's really Corey Davis's fault. I think he's a decently talented player. I just feel like the scheme isn't working. The offense in general isn't getting it done. It's not really his fault. Thanks, Ray Lewis. Thank you. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. Incomplete pass, a throwaway from Joe Flacco. And if you have Le'Veon Bell, you've been screwed up until probably the next week or so. Alex Collins powers his way through defenders for 9 yards, 3rd and 1. I'm going to try and give you guys as many updates as I can. Checking Twitter. The Carolina Panthers locker room is blasting Beyonce, apparently, after their win. 7-0 Skins, 3-0 Rams so far. Flacco keeps the ball on 3rd and 1 and gets the first down. Gets more than one. Gets like 2 or 3 on the play. 11:20 left in the second quarter. Still 0-0. Titans, I would say, do suck. Good call with Lucky. Balled out. Thank you. I was actually pretty accurate on starts and sits, if I'm not wrong this week. Maybe I screwed a couple of you on my recommendations, but I think I did pretty well on the start and sits. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I did pretty well. I don't know. Especially like because I don't do the freaking obvious ones like start Drew Brees or not. Drew Brees this week isn't a good example, but start Patrick Mahomes, for example. I don't say that ever. I know like some of these places that do fantasy football, like say start Patrick Mahomes. It's like, yeah, okay, thanks, tips. But yeah, I thought I did okay. Flacco throws the ball away again. Flacco has sort of mastered the art of managing the game because he's always sort of had a really good defense. He's been able to manage the game really well. And Lamar Jackson is in at quarterback on 2nd and 10, runs the ball on a keeper for 4 yards. And really, Saints were all over it, but the speed of Jackson was able to get a few on the play. I'm surprised he didn't actually try and pitch that, but OBJ will ball out tomorrow. I think so too. I'm looking forward to that game. Just from an entertainment standpoint, I think both the teams are done, but we'll see. J-Day says he also drafted Walker from the Titans. Wow, that's harsh. He was done before the season, I think. OBJ has been better than you guys would like to say. He's had 3 out of 5 100-yard games. He hasn't been getting all the touchdowns, but most of it's Eli's fault anyways. I mean, you can't really... I know it's fantasy and you're going to blame your player anyways, but if you watch the games, I mean, Eli doesn't throw the ball past 5 yards. It's shocking that OBJ has 100 yards in 3 games, to be honest with you. The only game he really gave him a chance was that game against the Panthers. And he probably should have had like 150 plus yards against the Jaguars, but Eli missed like 3 throws. Party says, I hope the GOAT Vinatieri doesn't have misses like he did today next week. Was he bad today? I didn't see the game at all, so. Yeah, I have Michelle in multiple leagues, but I think I'm still doing well. 3rd and 6 for the Ravens. 10-19 left in the second quarter. Another injury to the Ravens offensive line. The inactive Saints without 2 of their starting offensive linemen, Pete and Bushrod. And the Ravens are without James Hurst and Marlon Humphrey. Those are some big injuries. Flacco converts on 3rd down to John Brown for the 1st down. What happened to Sony Michel? He basically ran the ball up the middle. He was in like a scuffle with a couple of linemen and was looking like he was going to go down. He was caught by the back of his leg and was being tackled, and he was twisted all the way around. Like his whole leg was twisted around. So it was a pretty ugly injury. We don't know the severity of it, but it was not a very pretty looking thing. Alex Collins on the zone play to their left gets nothing. So 2nd and 10, 9:30 left in the second quarter. Ravens offense looking okay here in this first half. Mostly a defensive game, though, which is actually nice to see in the NFL nowadays. Prescott out for the game. I'll have to switch it over for a sec. Looks like he's getting some help on the sidelines. Pete is pretty good. He doesn't get enough recognition. Alex Collins for 2 yards on 2nd down, so 3rd and 8, and it was a catch. So a lot of dump offs to Alex Collins. Alex Collins, the primary focus of this Ravens offense so far in this game. I would agree, Kamara is a better running back than Ingram. Needs to get more touches. How can you stream the Ravens game? I'm not sure. Ask somebody else. I usually would recommend Reddit or just look it up. Maybe Twitter. Like search it up on Twitter, search it up on Google. I mean, you could probably find a way somehow. I don't know. The modern internet. Incomplete, out of bounds to Crabtree on 3rd and 8. And the Ravens offense is staying on the field for a moment. We'll see if they go for it. Crabtree looking for an outside release. Was open down the field, but there was safety help from Williams. But the Ravens are going to stay out there. Yeah, that's what I think. Reddit is usually the best. Search NFL stream, says Bryant. Flacco, 4th and 8. Throws it, and it's complete to John Brown for the first down. John Brown been his go-to guy. Bryant says, is T. Williams legit for real this season? I don't think so. I think he's just going to have those games where he catches deep balls and stuff. He's had 2 in a row, which is better than usual. I just don't know if I'm willing to trust it. Like, I wasn't willing to trust it coming into this week. I don't know if I'm willing to trust it going forward. Rivers is just playing really well, so maybe. I don't know. I do think that the Titans have been giving up a lot of big plays, so it was sort of one of those games for him to go off. Buck Allen gets the ball for 1 yard on the play on 1st and 10, and the Ravens are gearing up to score some points on this drive and be the first in this game to score some points. I personally think if the Saints had a field goal right now, it would have been huge because they went for it on 4th down earlier in the game and were stopped. And honestly, I think any points in this game, the way this game is shaping up to be, is going to be pretty big. The Ravens on the 20-yard line of the Saints. Flacco motions Brown to the right, fakes it, throws it up, and it's almost intercepted. If Lattimore did not run into Williams on the play, it would have been an interception. But Flacco gets away with one. Very nearly intercepted. Stupid throw by Flacco into double coverage. And it was floated up there. Lamar Jackson at quarterback throws the ball, and it's complete to John Brown on 3rd and 9. It will be 4th and 3. Interesting that he put him in on 4th and 9 to throw the ball. Very interesting. Lance is hooking you guys up. 10-0 Rams, says Rob. If you guys are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more NFL streams like this, fantasy football content, and NFL content in general. 31-yard try from the best kicker in football, Justin Tucker. 214 field goals made since 2012. That's the most in the NFL. Tucker. It's good. Very close, though. Almost missed. It's like this close. That was a close one, guys. Hardy says, are you doing the Jags versus Eagles next week? It's in London. Are you going to do Saints versus Vikings? All these questions. What's next week? Carolina, Baltimore looks like an interesting game. Green Bay, Rams would be good. Saints, Minnesota will be good. I think we'll do a recap for Saints, Vikings. We might do a live stream for Packers, Rams. And maybe we'll do Eagles, Jags, or Ravens, Panthers. Those would probably be our streams next week. Seattle, Detroit would be kind of fun too. What do you guys think? Eric Flowers was benched, and this was a good choice. Packers-Rams would be good, says Bryant. Ultra says, are y'all going to stream Vikings versus Saints? I think we'll probably just do a recap. I prefer to do games that aren't in prime time because then it doesn't take away from one of the videos that we could potentially do. Like, I like doing as many videos as we possibly can in the time that we have. So I'd rather do a recap after the night games. New York Giants are bad. Why are they bad? Eli or offensive line? Eli. I've said this multiple times. I don't know if you're new to the channel, but I've pretty much went on a tangent that Eli sucks and that he is the problem with the Giants. Ultra says, we're entering the part of the year where we really learn who's good and who's not. I think that's true. Breida is back and he fumbled. Ah, fuck. Can't catch a break with that kid. I'm still waiting for the Michelle news. I feel like we're not going to get this for a while. Taysom Hill, which it's absolutely amazing that a quarterback is a kick returner, takes the knee for the touchback. Contender or pretender? Houston. I would say pretender. Ian says, should the Giants have drafted Darnold instead of Barkley? I say no. And the reason I say no is because they could always just draft a quarterback next year. And obviously they were going with this plan of playing with Eli one more year. So I feel like you could find a quarterback next year that's just as good as Darnold. I don't believe Darnold is special. I think he's good. I don't know if he's special, though. And with a top 5 pick, you can easily find a quarterback. You're not going to find a running back next year like Saquon Barkley. That's my opinion on it. First down for the Saints. A little play action, then dump to the back. Justin Tucker feeling lucky after that kick. Breeze and 5 wide on 1st and 10 on their own 35. Breeze calling the audibles at the line. Breeze snaps it. Has a little bit of time. Floats it up to an open Michael Thomas. Michael Thomas gets big yardage. I want to say 30 yards on the fade route down the left sideline. Out of bounds. Saints. Are the Finns a contender? Pretender. Aaron Rodgers is a contender. Pretender. Cincinnati. Pretender. I think they're all pretenders. They're all pretenders. I think these two teams are contenders. Lions, pretender. Even though they're looking a lot better, I think they're still a pretender. They could make the playoffs. Breeze throws it out of bounds to Mark Ingram for 9 yards. Chiefs, I would say contender. Seahawks, contender or pretender? Pretender so far. I don't think they have enough talent. I think they have good things about them, but I don't think they have enough talent overall. Like, contender or pretender, the Jaguars. I think right now you have to say a pretender. I don't know if you can say they're a contender right now. They're playing horrible. They're 3-4, and they don't have a quarterback, so pretender. Kamara gets the ball up the middle for 1 yard, and it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Saints in Ravens territory. 49ers are losing 10-2. Is that even a real thing? Contender or pretender? Redskins. Pretender. Don't think they have enough elite talent. Neither for Falcons. They're just done. D-U-N-E. Broncos, contender or pretender? Definitely a pretender. Why are you guys asking me all ones that are pretenders? Lance is asking for the field goal. Points per game this season, New Orleans leads the NFL with 36. Patriots are coming on for that record. Coming for that one. Saints are about this far away for first down. Pretender. Dolphins are pretenders. Steelers, I would say contender. Chargers, I would say contender. Bucks, I would say pretender. Who will win the NFC South? I will say the Saints. Bears, pretender, but I think they'll make the playoffs. I just don't know if Trubisky can get it done yet in the playoffs. I think that'll be their downfall. But I do think they're a talented team. Bodo says Steelers are always a contender. I would say Ravens are a contender. First down, Saints. And another offensive lineman for the Saints is injured. Josh, don't want to pronounce his last name. Lirabus? I don't know, but I don't know, man. Saints fans, help me out. He's a backup already, I think. Eagles, I would say pretender. Dak is whack, says Snaps. Patriots need a better defensive scheme. I don't know if it's the scheme or just the players. The score is 3-0 Ravens right now, but Saints have the ball in the red zone. Panthers, I would say. See, this is the thing with the Panthers. I don't think they can win the Super Bowl, but I think they're a team that everybody needs to take serious. So in that fashion, I would say they're a contender. I don't know if that made any sense. Like, I feel like they can beat anybody, but they also, I don't see it happening. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Kamara with a first down run on first down up to the Ravens 10-yard line. Who will win the AFC South? I think I said this already. I said, oh no, I didn't say that. Bro, I honestly don't know. I guess right now it'd be the Texans. Can the Colts come back? I would say, yeah, they probably could. Drew Brees, or no, sorry, Taysom Hill hands it off to Kamara to the 5-yard line. What's up, Hayden? Hill is number 1. I respect your opinion, Bodo. That's just my opinion. Right now, I think he's number 1. If you guys haven't checked that video out, go check it out on the channel. Tyreek Hill. Check it out. ESPN is always drunk. Be more Boomin is correct. Everything is 0-0 in the playoffs. I don't think the Titans are going to win the AFC South. They're way too inconsistent. Way too inconsistent. And their offense is trash. I'm surprised they were that close against the Chargers today. Well, I think obviously we can tell that Melvin Gordon is a pretty big loss for the Chargers. Mariota's a bum. I would agree. Money or Bortles is terrible. Brown's a contender next year. Maybe a playoff team. I don't know about a contender. Chargers, I think, are contenders. I don't know who they're playing on November 11th. Cowboys are pretenders. What's the score? It's still 3-0. Saints are on the Ravens 10-yard line. It's commercial right now. Sorry, guys. If I'm not updating you the score very much, it's because they're not really scoring that much. It's only 3-0. I think that I think the Jaguars should have traded for Tyrod Taylor before the year even started. I said that a long time ago. So I stand by it. Do you think the Patriots can beat the Chargers? Yeah, I think the Patriots can beat the Chargers. I think the Patriots can beat anybody with their right game. If they play their best, they can beat anyone. I think there's about the interesting thing about the NFL is that there's probably about at least 5 teams that can probably beat anybody in the NFL if they play their best. Rams or Chiefs? Who do you got? That's tough. I would say whoever's healthier at the moment. Where's the game? Or is that the game in Mexico? The Rams, I think, are a little bit more consistent, but honestly, I think the Chiefs are more explosive. I think the Chiefs might. I don't know. It's tough. That's really tough. The Super Bowl could be Rams Patriots, maybe. Tyreek Hill is the best receiver currently in the league. Yes. That's my answer. Yes. Are the Bengals contenders? I would say no, they're pretenders. All right. Jimmy Smith. All right, 1st and goal for the Saints here. They're on the 1-yard line. Saints play action, throw to Ben Watson, wide open, touchdown Saints. Saints are up 6-3, and with the extra point, they'll be 7-3. Another interesting thing to note is the trade deadline is coming up soon, and we'll have that all covered here on the Bottom Line View. I'm really intrigued with this year's deadline because I've heard names like Amari Cooper, Demaryius Thomas, Patrick Peterson. All these players are on the block, and I think it'll be interesting to see if any of these contending teams make a move for one of these players. Vikings contenders, I would say yes. Where do you rank Michael Thomas? I think he's in the top 8. The extra point, is good. 7-3 Saints, 1:53 left in the first half. GGSP says, let's go. Any good defenders? Patrick Peterson. I don't know who else is on the block, but I do expect, if you're asking this in terms of a Patriots question, the Patriots did free up more cap space by maneuvering the salary cap of Stephon Gilmore, so I feel like they're probably going to make a trade for somebody. And I feel like it would be for a linebacker. I think I would rather trade for Demaryius Thomas, to be honest with you. I don't know. I don't think either of them are great right now, but I feel like either of them are also an upgrade to the Cowboys. But I just don't know about Amari Cooper right now. I feel like something's wrong with that dude. I don't know if I think there's serious questions about whether he loves the game of football and whether he commits himself 100%. And I think that's a big issue. If the Ravens sweep the Steelers, they win the division. That's probably true. Breeze is 13 touchdowns, 0 turnovers. True. My Super Bowl prediction before the year was Patriots Saints, and that's what I'm sticking with as to today. I don't think maybe after the season, Bethel. I don't think during the season. Ultra, I think, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know because the Patriots don't play the Ravens or Chargers during the regular season, but they do play the Steelers and Chiefs. I think, though, at the bottom of that list is the Steelers. I think the Chiefs you have to fear just because of how explosive they are on offense. But definitely the Ravens are tough and the Chargers are a tough team too. I think the Steelers are certainly fourth on that list. But the other three I think are interchangeable. Will the Bears make the playoffs? Let me go through it in my mind. So I think that the NFC East will have one team. The NFC West will have one team. The NFC South will have the Saints and Panthers, and that will leave one wild card spot. I would say, John Brown catches the ball. He is gone. He's too fast. He gets it to the 1 yard line of the Saints. A huge play by Joe Flacco and the Baltimore Ravens. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. The Ravens are shredding this secondary. Joe Flacco, a post over the middle to John Brown. Great block by whoever that tight end was. And John Brown runs by three different dudes to get to the 1 yard line of the Saints. Five catches, over 100 yards for John Brown so far in this game. Joe Flacco hands it off to Buck Allen at fullback, and he gets no yards on the carry. What was I going to say? I was in the middle of a conversation. Vikings Saints will be a good game next week. Who would win, Patriots or Saints? I don't know yet. Could I skip that question right now? Will the Bears make the playoffs? That was the question. I think right now they're better than Seattle, in my opinion. They're better than Tampa. I think it's close between them and Detroit. And I think both of those teams are better than Green Bay. So I would say right now, I think they will make it, but it's very close. They're 3-3 right now. Flacco pump fakes on 2nd and goal, looks around, throws, and it's incomplete, but there's a flag on the play. He throws it to Andrews in the end zone, and he might have been held. Bethel says AFC playoff teams: Patriots, Steelers, Chargers, Texans, Chiefs, Ravens. Yeah, I think that's probably correct. I don't know the order, though. I don't know about that order. Yeah, Crabtree has Lattimore on him the whole game so far. That was definitely holding on the Saints. Good call. Flacco motions Andrews to the right. He does a little rollout to the right, and he throws it out the back of the end zone. 8 seconds left in the second quarter, the first half. Yeah, I think the Steelers will probably be like 10-5-1 or something like that. 15-0 Rams. Intercepted. CJ Beathard is just playing brutal. Lamar Jackson, touchdown. Right up the middle. He celebrates. Is that his first NFL touchdown? A team that was rumored to maybe be drafting Lamar Jackson gets scored on by Lamar Jackson. It's 9-7 Ravens, and I'm sure it will be 10-7 in about a couple seconds. Lamar Jackson fakes the handoff to Collins, runs straight up the middle for the touchdown. Do you think Thomas would fit with Carolina as the number 2? Yeah, I think he would be a nice addition for Carolina. I do think that Carolina also wants to develop DJ Moore, and I think you've seen a couple things every week from DJ Moore, but they definitely need another receiver there. AFC wildcard, Ravens over Chargers, Chiefs over Texans, says Bethel. Ravens over Chargers, interesting. I think Funchess is better than Thomas right now, to be honest. I know Funchess had a bad game, but to me, Thomas has significantly declined. I still think he's a decent option. I don't know about him right now. Ravens will also get the ball at the beginning of the half. I do think the Vikings will win the NFC North as well. Bethel calling a Steelers over Ravens AFC championship. Wow. Oh, you're a Steelers fan. Ravens did just score, yeah. It's 10-7 Ravens going into halftime. The Packers have probably the hardest schedule coming up in the NFL. The Jags aren't winning 9 straight. I don't know, man. I don't know if they'll sweep the Bears. They got super lucky the first game. And that was at home, right? Or no, was that in Chicago? I don't remember. Ian says, "What? Who do you think will win? Saints versus Rams?" I would right now. I would say the Saints, but I'm not sure. I think a lot of that's injury related. You don't think that the Patriots will make the playoffs? Interesting prediction, I guess. Nitro says, "Do you think Kamara will score if they give him the ball?" Robot Guy says, "Yo, Mitch, should the Pats have won by more points? I think Trubisky got lucky a few times, and that Devin drop pick was stupid." Yeah, well, they fumbled the ball on a kick return, and they fumbled the ball in their own end twice. And there was a dumb interception where they were going on their way to score. They could have definitely won by more points, and they definitely could have lost the game if they didn't have a kick return and a block kick. So either way you look at it, I mean, the game probably ended up the way it should have. It was sloppy a little bit on both sides, but I thought that the Patriots were definitely the better team for most of the game. Especially offensively, the Patriots looked really, really good. They should have had probably 50 points in that game. The Saints are definitely Super Bowl contenders. Not showing the screen. I don't know about another 5 years, but maybe like 2 or 3. Do you see the Bears' last second play? Yeah, I did. It was crazy. If I had to, like I said, if I had to pick a Super Bowl right now, it would be Patriots Saints. So therefore, I think the best team in the AFC is the Patriots. The best team in the NFC is the Saints. That's just my opinion right now. Maybe I'm wrong. You could definitely argue the Rams are the best team in the NFC. I wouldn't hate you for that. That's just my opinion. And I think if the Saints and the Rams played, the Saints would win. But again, my opinion. If you have your opinion, that's fine. It does definitely look like a Rams-Saints NFC championship, though. Unless a team like Carolina were to like upset a team or something. Other than that, I don't think anyone else would really. Maybe the Vikings. Maybe the Vikings. I would say, yeah, it's probably the Saints and the Rams and a clear-cut level. And then there's the Panthers and the Vikings as the underdog teams that could potentially make it. Other than that, though, in the NFC, I feel like everyone else is a pretender. Yeah, I picked the Jags, too. That was one of my dumb picks. I actually think I've done really well on picks today. Okay. Saints fan here. It's going to be tough since there's the Rams, Vikings, Eagles if they get it together. I don't know about the Eagles right now. They're losing too many important games. 3-4 is not a positive thing. I know a lot of people want to say that they'll get it together, but I don't know. They might win the division. I don't know if that's much of a feat. And it's always hard to win back-to-back Super Bowls. So, how many playoff appearances will the Browns have in the next 5 seasons? I'll say 2. I don't know. Depends on coaching. Kevin Durant never gets a pick wrong in his entire life. He's never picked wrong. Kevin Durant, how are you not rich? Okay, let's go through my picks. I picked Denver, so 1-0. Tampa, 2-0. I picked the Eagles, but I bet on the Panthers. So either way, I'm happy about that. So 2-1. I picked the Vikings 3-1, Lions 4-1, 4-2. I picked Jacksonville. 5-2. I picked Indy, New England 6-2, Chargers 7-2. I have the Rams. That's going to be 8-2. I have the Cowboys and I have the Saints. So I'm 8-2 right now. So that's pretty good. This has been I feel like this is one of the weeks where we're sort of starting to see who's good, who's not good. It's taken a while, but we're finally starting to see it. How can the Saints and Ravens play in the AFC Championship? That's pretty wild. Kirk Cousins is far better than Alex Smith, in my opinion. Because the Panthers were plus 4.5 points. I thought that the Eagles would win, but I thought that the Panthers would cover. But I guess I was more right than I thought. The Panthers did win the game, so worked out. Who is the GOAT? Look behind me and then guess. What's the score? The score is 10-7 Ravens at half. Let's switch over to the Dallas game. I haven't switched over to the WoW. And it's on halftime too, I think. Ravens could definitely win their division if the Steelers don't pick it up. 1 minute left in the second quarter for the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. Redskins have it at their own 30. Pass out to number 13. Who the hell is that guy? Harris. Oh, this is another thing about this Redskins game. The Redskins are without their two best receivers. Richardson is hurt, and Crowder is also hurt. This would be a big win for the Redskins. Alex Smith throws it down the deep sideline. It's incomplete. Good coverage by the Cowboys. I feel like that's not straight. That's straight. Sort of. Oh, well. Have any of you guys watched Daredevil yet? Frick, that show is amazing. I love it. How do you feel about the Browns? Says Caleb. They're doing well. They're doing well. I think that they're a mediocre team. I think they fight hard. That's a good thing. I do think they need a new coach. I know that I'm not a huge fan of Hugh Jackson. I think if they had a better coach, they would be arguably a playoff team right now, but that's not the case. Bengals, Chiefs, there will be a recap tonight. Shift up a little bit more? Is that what you're asking? Is that good? Let me know, John. Could definitely move it a little bit this way. Get my bed out. Is that good? I don't know. Maybe I'm too short now looking. I think that's good. All right. Big play by the Redskins. 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Alex Smith delivers. Nice play by Floyd. He's been around the NFL the last couple of years, that's for sure. What's cracking, Fabian? I do not think the Jaguars will make it. Maybe the Steelers. How has Kirk Cousins not been good this year? Can somebody please tell me that? And will the Eagles 17-0 be a backbreaker for the Eagles? That's going to be interesting. Alex Smith throws it deep. They're saying his feet weren't down for Floyd, but it looked like it was close. Nice catch. Oh, his left foot was just out of bounds. 16 seconds left in the second quarter. 7-7 Redskins in Dallas. Michael Floyd, of all people, having to step up as the Redskins' go-to receiver. Redskins looking to get in their kicker's range. They need about 10 more yards. Alex Smith scrambles to the right, throws it deep down the field, and it's incomplete. And the Saints-Ravens game's about to start the second half. I'm just going to wait until this first half ends to see if they get into field goal range, and then I'll switch it back over to the game of the week. You remind me of YouTuber Jack Manley, the one that makes out with a ton of girls on 6th Street in Austin. I'll have to look him up. I've never heard of him. Why? Do we look alike or sound alike? Or Bodo says, I only got 4 right so far today, sitting at 62 right with a 1 point ahead in my $50 league. Bro, how do you only have 4 right today? That's sad. Tony Romo always talks so like silent. Ghost Skittle thinks I look like Waterboy Report. Alex Smith snaps it, throws it up, and he's incomplete again. So I don't think they're going to be able to get a field goal. All right, let's switch it over to the Saints game. Bethel's 3-5 with his picks. Damn. You guys stink at picks. I wish I was picking against you guys. What's going on, Noah? All right. So Ravens have the ball at the 35, their own 35. Flacco throws it out to the left. It's complete to Michael Crabtree for a first down. 11 yards on the catch. 13 minutes left in the third, and Crabtree points for a first down. Well, good work, Bethel. You did better last week. Trenton says, let's go. Party says, I'm doing so bad this week. I'm 5-3. 5-3 is not the worst. Ravens pass it to Michael Crabtree again for 9 yards on first down. Michael Crabtree's chain, his gold chain that he's so famous for, hanging out of his jersey. What's the Pats' number one problem? Athleticism on defense. I think that's their number one problem. Athleticism, tackling in space, speed. I think that's their biggest issue. And I would say that's mostly to do with linebacker play. Flacco hands it off, and he gets close to the first down, but I don't think it's a first down, so it'll be inches. Who do you think will win Defensive Rookie of the Year? Right now, I don't know. Maybe Leonard of the Colts? That's tough to say right now. Collins goes backwards. 3rd and 1, a pitch to the right, and he goes backwards. Bradley Chubb does have 6.5 sacks, so he could potentially get it. Denzel Ward could get it as well. So that would be the top three: Leonard, Ward, and Chubb. I don't know who is covering Crabtree, but the Ravens punted away, and it lands at the 1 yard line. Moore catches it at the 1 yard line. Derwin James has been really good. That's a good one. But the thing about Derwin James is he hasn't had the stats, which usually if you have the stats, you win the award. How's Terrell Suggs doing? I haven't noticed him much. If you guys are just joining us or you're new to the Bottom Line View, make sure you subscribe to the channel. NFL live reactions, recaps, fantasy vids, a lot more on the channel. Also, follow us on social media, the Bottom Line View. The Bottom Line View on Twitter, the Bottom Line View on Instagram. Follow us there. The link is in the description of the video. Dilly was on earlier, Go Skittle. He was doing the Panthers game. Cowboys game, I think it's at halftime. Ugh. Commercial right now. All right. I'm not showing the game, Reggie. Sorry. So the Saints backed up at their own 1 yard line. It will be difficult to get out of their own end zone. Ingram gets 1 yard on the run. Very close to getting a safety. Can I turn the volume on? The volume is on, but I don't. Then I don't know. What's the point? You can't really hear me, so. Can turn it up louder. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Jeez, I'm trying to check a bet for tonight to see what the Chiefs and Bengals are. Breeze, 2nd and 9. On the 1 yard line. He throws it out to the left to the 9 yard line to Smith. And it will be 3rd and 2, I think. Within their own 10 yard line. Yeah, I'm going to turn this down. It's distracting. Okay. Lance, you can give people the link if you want. Bodo tweeted his sad pics. Well, I'll have to look at that later. Ingram gets the first down. About a 7 yard carry on 3rd and 2. Sorry, Go Skittle. What's the score? It's 10-7 for the Ravens. I should be if you're on the same stream as me, I should be a little bit behind you because I'm on a stream that you guys are watching that should be like about a second or two behind. So I should be a little bit behind you. Drew Brees hands it off to Ingram for 3. Yeah, go Skittles watching on TV. I'm watching on TV too. Ultra's asking for the score. It's 10-7, 8:30 left in the third quarter for the Ravens. Drew Brees in shotgun on 2nd and 6. Brees hands it off to Kamara. He goes absolutely nowhere. Backwards about 4 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 10. This Ravens defense is legit. Who do I want to win? I guess the Saints. I don't really care, but I guess the Saints because I picked them to win, so it would make me look a little bit better. Kamara is having a tough day at the office. Incomplete pass on a screen to Michael Thomas. And it will be 4th and 10. These Saints offense is very much struggling with the Ravens defense right now. Still trying to look for something on Sony Michel. All right, so the Ravens get the punt, and they will get it at their own 40-yard line. Good field position for the Ravens. The Ravens are going to win the Super Bowl this year 23-14. Who are they going to be playing in that game? Pats vs. Rams, Super Bowl 53, Ghost Skittle says. I think it will be interesting to see what the Michelle injury is to see if they trade for a running back or not, if it is a serious injury. Saints versus Steelers, says Bethel. Fat Boy Rules says Chiefs versus Saints. Sorry, Corey. I'm sorry that you're bored. It's another commercial, so switch over to the Cowboys game, and it's a commercial. Yay. If you don't like the stream, just leave. Yeah, right, go Skittle. That'd be the last team they would trade Bell to. Ruben says, who should the Patriots get if Sony is out for the season? Jeez. Good question. Let me look at the teams. David Johnson? I wish. No one there. Maybe Jordan Howard? I wouldn't be shocked if they traded him. I don't know who else would be on the block. Certainly not an AFC East team. Cleveland already traded their running back. Maybe not the Titan. Maybe the Titans running backs. I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't really know. Maybe Jordan Howard. That's a throwing that out there. Robot says, I think the AFC is between the Pats and Chiefs right now. Fat Boy says Carlos Hyde. Well, too bad he went to the Jaguars. Theo Riddick. No, he's the same player as James White. It wouldn't make sense. Murray. I think he's too valuable to the Vikings. Thrown out to Crabtree, incomplete on 2nd and 2. Breida, maybe. But I don't know. I feel like, again, he might be too valuable to the 49ers. Sorry, man. I'm answering all these questions. It's 3rd and 2, 6 minutes, 56 seconds left in the third quarter. Ravens 10-7. Gore. 3rd and 2. And Lamar Jackson keeps on the read option. It looks like he got it, and he did. Out to the 50, 40, probably the 49 of the Saints. So clock is running in the third quarter. Ravens looking strong, looking dominant. Saquon, I wish. Saquon. Doug Martin stinks. I would take Marshawn, but he's hurt. Joe Flacco hands it off to Alex Collins. Collins gets about 4 tough yards on the run. Broke about a couple tackles just to get there. I don't know. Looking at the options, Robot Guy, it doesn't really feel like there's many out there to trade for. It's hard to trade for a running back when so many of them get hurt. Saquon is the best running back in the league, says Burritos. That's possible. I would not say that's not a thing. A clear drop by Willie Snead. Wide the F open on 2nd and 4. It's between Gurley and Saquon right now, and Melvin Gordon. Those are the top 3. Actually, Barner hasn't played bad so far for the Pats. Maybe they'll pick someone up. But Burkhead is maybe coming back later. Flacco, under pressure, 3rd and 4, throws it up to Crabtree. What a catch. They're saying it was caught inbounds, which I don't know if that was caught inbounds, but even if it wasn't, it was a great catch. Crabtree, first down conversion. The chain cannot stay inside his jersey. The guy is beasting. Flacco throws from an uncomfortable position, but it's a floater, and he gets it to Crabtree. And I don't know. I don't think that was a catch, but the Ravens don't care. They hurry up to the line, and they get 1 yard on a run. Edgerrin James was great. Do you think the Bengals are going to win? Sorry, Wacky, I don't think that's going to happen. I think the Chiefs are going to win. I think the Chiefs are going to have an impressive performance tonight. I'll say 34-24 Chiefs. Connor's not going to be traded to the Patriots. There's no chance. I think Le'Veon Bell's higher chance. Joe Flacco. Maybe Lamar Miller. Flacco throws it to whoever that guy is. I always forget his name. Oh, Moore. For the first down and more. Ravens, 4 minutes, 36 seconds left in the third quarter. In the red zone at the 10-yard line of the Saints. Ravens dominating physically in this matchup so far. Derrick Henry. 46-18. I'm saying 34-24. Handoff to Alex Collins for a couple. Ultra says Tom Brady can play running back, and Danny Etling, the United undisputed champ, can be quarterback. I feel like that would be the opposite. B. More Boomin says 30-20 Chiefs. Tevin Coleman says go Skittle. Flacco throws it to Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. 17-7 Ravens. 3:30 left in the third quarter. And the Saints have only scored 7 points. Domination. The Ravens are a scary team. Joe Flacco looks good. Andrews basically got just thrown into the end zone by Lattimore. He wasn't being stopped. Tucker for the extra point, and he gets it. So it's officially 17-7. B. Moore says Saints will win because they're soft. Chiefs win 37-19, just to be different. I don't know. I could see it. Why did they move the Bungles to Sunday night? Because they're the Bungles. Nah, because the Chiefs are like the most exciting team right now, and they want to put the Chiefs on as many games in the nighttime as possible because they're really exciting. Let's go to the Cowboys game. Jordan Reed shakes and bakes that dude. Holy crap. Jordan Reed just smoked that guy. First and goal for the Redskins. All these games are really defensive right now. Defense maybe catching up a bit this season. It's been a very offensive season. Alex Smith fakes the handoff, rolls out to the right, throws, and he just misses his tight end. Wide open. Oh, yeah. Congrats to Drew Brees for 500 touchdowns. I never said that. Second goal for the Redskins. 10:47 left in the third. A lot more left in that game than Saints game. Alex Smith snaps it. Throws it out to Peterson. And he gets to the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 1. Saints game still on commercial. I haven't seen anything on Sony yet. Feel like I would get a tweet, but I don't know. All right. Alex Smith hands it off on 3rd and goal to AP. Gets stuffed, but he throws it back to Alex Smith, and they aren't able to get it. So 4th and goal, so they'll probably kick a field goal. All right, back to the Saints game. Drew Brees doesn't even have 100 yards in this game yet. Snoopy says Pat's D is 100% dog shit. No, I'm not doing a live stream tonight. I'm doing a recap because I don't want to do another live stream in a row. Bodo says, yeah, they haven't said anything. No, they haven't said anything, which is odd. Kamara, usually if it's a bad thing, I feel like the news comes out sooner rather than later, but I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Ben Watson caught Drew Brees' 500th. Bethel says, damn, he was having a pretty good year, and like me in soccer, we both got hurt. What'd you hurt, Bethel? Drew Brees. 2nd and 5. Really needs to make something happen. Tosses it over to Michael Thomas, and he juggles it and catches it for a first down. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining in the third. Oof, broken leg. That's rough. Drew Brees. Scrambles out to the right and throws it at the dirt. Tough day for Brees in this offense so far. The score, Heather, is 17-7 Ravens with 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third. No one said it's an ACL yet. Like, I literally have not seen that yet. Ingram up the middle for 2. So 3rd and 8 for the Saints. When are you doing power rankings? I don't know. After this week or after next week? Half point. What's the half point? After this week or after next week? Wow, the Patriots just signed Jim Brown. Holy shit, sign him up. We took 2 great Browns on our team this year. Drew Brees scrambles to the right, throws it to Michael Thomas. He made a spectacular play to get the first down. Drew Brees falling to the ground, throws it up. Yeah, I know. There's so many trolls. Patriots signed Corey Dillon. Lawrence Maroney. Heath Evans. Drew Brees with a spectacular play. Under duress, getting tackled. Brees at his own 47. Snaps it from under center. Drops back. Has some time. Scrambles to the left. Throws it up, and it's caught in bounds like Madden to Tre'Quan Smith. Tre'Quan Smith had a good game so far. Just standing on the sidelines waiting for the catch. Pats sign a defense. That would be nice. Brees throws it over the middle to Smith once again for 11. I think I'm starting Smith next week in the Bottom Line View League. I picked him up, baby. Patriots signed Aaron Dobson. Oh, please. Kembrell Tompkins? Green Ellis reportedly signed a 2-year, $75 million deal. Bring back Danny Woodhead. I will say something about Green Ellis. That guy never fumbled. Never. Oh, more comments. Who do you think the Jaguars should get at quarterback? I thought that a good target for a trade would be Tyrod Taylor, but they probably need to draft one to get one long term. Where is Tony Saragusa? This is I don't know. Does Tony Saragusa still work at Fox? I feel like I haven't seen him in so long. Thanks, Bodo. Maybe this is a more popular game or maybe a better timing. I don't know. Sorry, man. I don't have anything. If you guys haven't already, subscribe to the Bottom Line View. Subscribe to the channel for NFL live streams like this, where I talk about the game, discuss it, have fun with you guys in the chat, talk about Stephen Ridley and Shane Vereen. And I also do fantasy football videos. We do NFL recaps Sunday night, Thursday night, Monday night. What else do we do? Topic videos and more. So if you're an NFL fan, you should probably subscribe to the channel. Also, if you're already subscribed or if you're just subscribing now, hit the notification bell for the latest video from the Bottom Line View. And hit the like button to support the channel. Yeah, I've been talking for a while. I'm still going, though. I actually feel good. Tony can barely walk. Yeah, I feel like he's pretty out of shape. Pretty out of shape. And if you guys haven't already followed us on social media, you can find our social medias in the description. All right. First down to start the fourth quarter. Drew Brees trying to will his team back. Hands it off to Kamara. Kamara breaks a couple of tackles, gets 10 or 9-ish on the run. They're in the Ravens red zone. You know what's funny is when I look at my Reddit comments that I get. Patriots are overrated, says that guy. Well, thanks. Bold prediction. Patriots trade Josh Gordon at the end of the year. Well, I hope not. He's played well and everyone seems to like him, so I hope that's not true. Breeze throws it out to the right on a little sprint out, and it's complete on 1st and goal for a yard. 13:30 left in the fourth quarter. Reddit is like this weird back site of the internet where a bunch of shitty people look at links and comment shitty things on people's posts, and where people like me try and promote my stuff. Giveaway of what? My love? Kamara? My compassion? Hands it off to Kamara for 3 yards, 3rd and goal at the 1 yard line. Nick Chubb, great running back. Oh, he's played well. What's up, Captain Brandon? Salty Falcons fans, that's true. Kamara up the middle, pushes his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown, Alvin Kamara, finally for my fantasy team. 17-14 Ravens. 12 minutes, 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 10 start. I'm a big Saints fan, says Captain. Well, your team just scored a touchdown. Kamara right up the middle, using his power. Not known for it, but I feel like that's the most underrated aspect of his game is his power. Anthony says, Salt. First touchdown given up in the second half all year. This has been a defensive football game. I actually kind of like watching it. I did see the Evolution reunion. Other than Batista calling out Triple H, it wasn't very good. Ravens' defense is legit. I'll just say, if you guys subscribe to the Bottom Line View, help us get to 6K. You'll help us get to 6K and get good content on the way. How about that? Search up NFL streams on Reddit, and you'll probably find something. Adriel. Kamara is bigger than Ingram? I don't think that's true. He might be taller. Niners are running out of corners. Yeah, Sherman's not even playing in this game. Still somehow the Rams have been concerning me how they're not blowing teams out the last couple of games. Like, usually they just blow teams out. Like, these games have been competitive. Washington's still up 10-7. I wish. Be more. Oh. Well, at least there's picture. I don't care. I haven't watched. That was the first time I watched wrestling in like months. Thanks, Captain, for subscribing. If you guys do subscribe, I will give you a shout out, just so you know. Will Sony be okay? I don't think so, but we'll see. They haven't said anything yet, so I feel like the longer it goes, the more promising it is, because usually when they report it right away, it's negative. Rams do distribute the ball really well, but I just feel like the last couple of games, their offense has been slowed down for whatever reason. I don't know why that is, but... The Lions 3-3 would be 5-1 if they didn't get hosed in the 49ers game and the Cowboys games. Huh. They've also beat Brady and Rodgers. That's what somebody tweeted. It's not me saying that. I mean, a lot of teams got hosed, so it's hard to say that. Go, Skittle. You subscribed like 2 years ago. I am a Pats fan, Curtis. J-Days, yeah, I do. I do as much as I can. Whenever we're live, I'll answer the question. I mean, I could make a live video just for start and sit questions, which I probably should, but I do, like, if we're doing picks or live streams or Thursday night or Sunday night or anything like that, then yeah, usually I'll answer the question. But you can also just leave the question on my start and sit video, and I'll answer all those there. Like, I answer every question. I never miss a question, usually. I can guarantee you that. Unless you post it at freaking 12:59, then yeah, I'm not going to answer. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, 12:15 left in the fourth quarter, 2nd and 10, and there's another the same guy again. The same offensive lineman. What's going on, Italy? Trenton says, I'm up 15. He has Flacco, Collins, the kicker Tucker, and Ingram going tomorrow. I have Crabtree left. Good luck. I've seen a fantasy couch video before, I think. Rodney Harrison was better than Brian Dawkins. I would say no, but I like Rodney Harrison more. But I do think Rodney Harrison is probably a borderline Hall of Fame player. Do you like cheeseburger? I like cheeseburgers. Yeah? It's a commercial again. This game's killing me, dude. I'm going to go over to the Cowboys game. Jim Nantz is the best. Who do you guys like better, Jim Nantz or Al Michaels? I can never decide who's better. What to do with the Saints backfield for fantasy? Play both of them. That's my answer. I think we all miss Troy Brown. Dak Prescott on 3rd and 11, 2:30 left in the third quarter. Snaps it a big down here. Throws it, and it's incomplete. Let's see if the Ravens game's back on. Nope. So Cowboys are going to punt. Cowboys again in another slugfest defensive game. Let's see these votes. Rob says Jim Nantz. B. Moore says Jim Nantz. Bethel says Jim Nantz. Bodo says Michaels. Trap says Jim Nantz. Bethel says Al Michaels is like Joe Buck. Is that negative? Rob likes Joe Tessitore. Interesting. No, the sofa is not from Brazzers. Muhammad says Ravens. Bodo says you don't know crap. I think personally I like Al Michaels a little bit more, but I think both of them are amazing. Both of them are like the best in the business. Tony Romo, says Michael. Different roles, the color commentators. Joe Flacco. Time on 2nd and 10. Throws it incomplete to Michael Crabtree. 3rd and 10. 12 minutes, 9 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. The Ravens are up by 3, 17-14. How long do you think Breeze can go without throwing an interception? I'll say he will throw an interception within the next 4 quarters. Third and 10, huge play. Flacco rolls out to the right, and he gets sacked. The Saints with a huge play. Rankins and Okafor combined for the sack on Joe Flacco. So the Ravens will be forced to punt. Basically, Saints playing a basic 2-man under look on defense. And it's locked up. Nobody's open. But the Saints defensive line gets it there. Bench Flacco, play Lamar. Flacco's played pretty well in this game, honestly. Lamar's made a couple of plays, though. Saints, Kamara on the return. Gets it to the 45 of the Saints, so about a 10-yard return. The Saints are down 3 points. So it's 17-14. Bodo says the Ravens are going to lose just to spite me. Or well, you said just to spit me, which that's interesting. I'm looking at Twitter, guys. What have you guys thought of LeBron's start in LA? I thought he choked yesterday. Nothing on Michelle yet. Nothing on Michelle. J-Day says, based on the Pats-Bears game, should Trey Burton now be considered an every week starter? I feel like tight ends go off against the Patriots, so I don't know. But you got a good combination in Ingram and Burton. I would just play the guy with the better matchup every week, probably. But the Bears defense positively has looked better each and every week. Like Trubisky looks better. The offense looks better. They look more comfortable. So I feel like the Bears offense is starting to shape into form. Golden State, a dynasty. Yeah, certainly. Especially when they win this year, because we know that's happening already. Chase says game. Well, the game's on commercial, so I'm waiting for it to come back. But the Ravens just punted away. The Saints got the ball. Now I'm over on the Dallas game, and it's 10-7 Washington, and Washington's in Dallas territory. So, will the Saints win? Maybe. We'll see what they do on this drive. This would be an impressive win for the Saints because it would be in a fashion and form that they don't usually win in. They don't usually win games that are this low scoring, so it would be interesting. I think, was Rondo spit on Chris Paul? Or did Chris Paul spit on Rondo? Breeze gets sacked on first down by T. Sizzle. $11 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Second down and 15-ish. Yeah, Rondo spit on him. Yeah. Rondo just threw that left hook. Breeze. Yeah, that was not a good... I don't know why the hell they did that. They had Josh Hill, the tight end, blocking Terrell Suggs. It's never a good matchup. Breeze on 2nd and 17. Throws it over the middle to Ben Watson for, I want to say, around 7 to 10 yards. I couldn't tell because I don't know. It's 3rd and 8. Breeze on 3rd and 8. Throws it. It's complete to Ben Watson again for the first down. Ben Watson coming in clutch. The old man. Breezes, says Robot Guy. Did the Jags lose? Yes, the Jags lost. Sorry. No, it's not too late at all for a comeback. Rondo looks like a turtle. That's very true. 1st and 10. Breeze hands it off to Kamara. Kamara gets it to the Ravens' 38-yard line. Now it'll be 2nd and 6. 9 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. The score is 17-14 Ravens. This game's coming down to the wire. The game of the week. Ravens defense played very well, but the Saints defense have made a couple plays to allow the Saints to get back in this game. 2nd and 6 for the Saints. Breeze throws it over the middle to Michael Thomas. 8 yards and a first down on the slant. Probably more than 8. Probably like 9 or 10. Thomas, a little pick action there. Kamara came out of the backfield to the left. Thomas, slant over top. Smith runs into the backer. Thomas gets free separation and a first down. 8 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Drew Brees hands it off to Kamara once again. Kamara gets to the Ravens 20-yard line. 8 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 17-14 Ravens, 3 timeouts for each team. It's the 4-2 Ravens taking on the 4-1 Saints. 2 contenders in my mind. It's a big game. Breeze, 19 for 25, 178 yards and 1 touchdown. Efficient, not overly effective. They've been relying a lot on the running game. But Breeze is starting to get it going right now. He's getting hot. Breeze, 2nd and 4, under center. Snaps it, drops back, throws another slant. It's incomplete, broken up on the play. Nice defense by Brandon Carr, who's grown the dreads back. How much time is left? 7 something. 7 minutes, 30 seconds-ish. I'll get to you when they show the screen again. I'll say it. 7:34, yeah. 17-14. Ravens fans, loud. Taysom Hill at quarterback. Hill fakes it to Kamara, gets the read option. I don't know how he squeaked through those 2 defenders, but he finds a way to get it close to the first down marker. So the clock is continuing to run. The Saints in key moments in this game, on 4th down, 3rd and long even, have put Taysom Hill in the game over Drew Brees. Drew Brees is out there, but Hill is the quarterback. Party, that's a tough question. I don't think the Cardinals would be a good team, but I think they would be a better team. Who should you pick up? I don't know who's there. Chubb, Duke Johnson. Who had a good week this week? I'd have to look at who had a good week this week. Possibly Kenyon Barner, if Sony Michel is injured. They are knocking on the Ravens' door. Exactly, McKim. Field goal, 4th and 1. They're deciding whether they should go for it or not. They do use them in similar ways, I would agree. Apparently, Taysom Hill is like the strongest player on their team. Like, he's ridiculously strong. It's 4th down and 1. Seven minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Breeze, quick hikes it. I think he was rejected on a quarterback sneak. Wow. What a play by the Ravens defense. Okay, let's see this. Breeze hurdles the... Okay, he did get it because he reached the football over the first down marker. The Saints will get the first down. That was ridiculous. Breeze with an athletic play, but the Ravens were really close to stopping him there. So 6 minutes, 45 seconds left in the fourth, and they're going to continue to let it run. The Saints did get the first down. It was super close. Good effort by both teams, but Breeze was just able to stick the football across. Pitch out to Taysom Hill. Hill gets the first down to the Ravens 7-yard line. He's pumped. I'm not... my favorite team is the Patriots, so I have no real rooting interest in this game, but I did pick the Saints to win. I don't really care either way, to be honest. I think both are good teams, and I like to watch good football, so I don't have any rooting interest. Yeah, Saints are on first and goal. 5 minutes, 50 seconds left in the fourth. 5 seconds to snap it. They're on the 6-yard line. Breeze snaps it to Ingram. Ingram pushing, but he can only get 1 yard. So it's going to be 2nd and 5 yards to goal. Everybody's saying Patrick Peterson to this and Patrick Peterson to that. Pats versus Saints Super Bowl? I hope so. Robot Guy says, how did Who Dat come about? I actually don't know. You'd have to ask a Saints fan. I don't know that answer. But it's cool. I like it. Second and goal. I'm sure it has something to do with the city. Drew Brees, 5 minutes left. Snaps it. Throws it on a slant pass. It's complete to Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans Saints. Another slant. Another one, as DJ Khaled would say. 20-17, 4 minutes, 58 seconds left. Michael Thomas, great separation. Sticks his foot to the right. Comes back to the left. Catches the football in the end zone. Against Jimmy Smith. Impressive. So, it's 4 minutes, 58 seconds left. 2017 Saints, and they're attempting the extra point. And it's good. Saints are up 21-17. Everybody's now back on the Who Dat train. Brady. I'm a Pats fan. Brady's the GOAT. Breeze is great too. But Brady's the GOAT. Who Dat came from the black and gold minstrel show in New Orleans when they'd say that at songs. There you go. Thanks for that. No problem. We're here all the time. Every Sunday we do live streams. It's not always the Saints, not always the Ravens, but we do live streams every week of the games of the week, and you guys can always join us in our chat. So if you like that sort of stuff, you can subscribe to the channel here on the Bottom Line View. We do more NFL videos. We do fantasy videos. We do NFL recaps of Sunday night, Thursday night, Monday Night Football. We do live reactions. We do topic videos. So if you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel. It's now on commercial. Of course, all the Saints fans say that Breeze is better than Brady. Come on, guys. You know the true answer. I'm going to flip it over to the Cowboys game. And they're going over the early headlines in case you guys missed it. The Texans trounce the Jaguars. Cam Newton and the Panthers stun the Eagles. Greg Olsen with the game-winning touchdown. The Patriots survive the Bears. Cowboys are down 13-7. They hand it off to Zeke. Zeke gets 6 on the play on first down. Switch it back to the Saints game. And still a commercial. Brady has everything. Brady has regular season stats, postseason wins, regular season wins, played with multiple different players. Everything. He's done everything. I don't know what you could say that Brady hasn't done. But yeah, Breeze is a great quarterback. He's one of the greatest. Baltimore are getting the ball back. I hate how long, like when you're doing a live stream and you're doing commentary, I hate how long the commercials are because I have to fill that long. I hate how long the highlights are, especially in NFL. Like NFL is so hard because like NHL, there's always game action. Soccer, there's always game action. Almost basketball, there's always game action. There's limited commercials. There's always these commercials. I got to fill with your guys' comments all the time. It's stressful. Breeze looking over some plays. What do you think of Mitch Trubisky? I thought he played well today. I think the thing about Mitch Trubisky, I said it earlier, he is a guy that is so gifted, but like he'll make like a really good play inside of a really bad play. Like he'll break like 2 tackles or escape the rush, and then he'll throw a really stupid pass. Like he just needs to realize some of the dumb plays and get rid of the dumb plays, and then he'll be a good quarterback. He has a lot of skill. He just needs to tone it down a little bit. So 21-17 Saints, 4:54 left in the fourth quarter. The Ravens now have the ball. It was a nice coverage on the kick return by the Saints. So the Ravens have the ball here at their own 14. So they're going to have to travel a long majority of the field to score the touchdown. Flacco throws it up to Michael Crabtree, but there's pass interference on the play. Flag on Lattimore. It's coming. I'm just waiting for it. I know that's the call. Tom Brady hasn't won against every team because Tom Brady hasn't beat his own team. Bodo, I like the way you said that. I'm not going for anyone. As I said before, I'm just looking for a good football team. Football game, I should say. And I like it between 2 of the elite teams, one in the AFC, one in the NFC. Flacco gets the snap. He's under pressure. Throws it up. It's incomplete. Lattimore's complaining that the wide receiver for the Ravens was tugging on his jersey to prevent the interception. Who do I think is going to win? I picked the Saints before the game. I'm sticking with the Saints now. They're up by 4. 2nd and 10 for Flacco. I did pick the Saints to win the Super Bowl before the year, though, so this could very well be the year of the Saints. Flacco throws it over to John Brown for the first down. About 20 yards on the catch. 1st and 10, and he went out of bounds to do it, so that's big. I hope you're right, James. I hope you're right. John Brown. 1st and 10. John Brown's been big in this game for the Ravens. Played really well. Flacco fakes the handoff, screen over to Buck Allen for 3 to 4 yards, up to the 50-yard line. So Ravens moving the ball. There are still 4 minutes and 20 seconds left. They probably won't snap it till about 4 minutes left. And it's really odd, the Flaccos. The Ravens have been swapping a lot of their linemen because they're really banged up. Like number 77's been in and out of the game the whole game. Bozeman. The Ravens in 5 wide, they have sort of a bunch to the right. Flacco. Pump fakes. Pump fakes again. Lots of time. Cam Jordan pursuing, and Flacco throws it out of bounds. So 3rd and 7, 3:50 left. Fact or fiction, the Saints would have won the Super Bowl if Mini Miracle. No, I don't think they would have won the Super Bowl, but I think they would have probably made it. I feel like they would have lost to New England last year, to be honest. But I think that loss is going to help them this year. 3rd and 7 for the Ravens. They keep a tight end into block, and it gives time to Flacco, but Flacco's not able to hit his receiver as Lattimore breaks the play up. Well, considering that, you may think I was funny, but considering the Patriots absolutely destroyed the Saints last year, I feel like they could have beat them again, but that's just my opinion. Great play by Lattimore. Almost had the interception. And really the Ravens, they need that third receiver. They need that third receiver. Like it just seems like 4th and 7, bunch to the right. This is the play of the game. Flacco tosses it up, and it's incomplete. But there's a flag on the play, and Flacco puts his hands in the air. I don't know, Kyle, are you? 341. Flag. Lattimore's GOAT, says Isaac. I'm really into this game, guys. 200 people watching. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. This has been a really good game. Pass interference on 4th down on the Saints. I'm trying to look at this replay to see what my opinion on the play is. So it's on Williams. Yeah, he never was in good position, and he sort of tugged Snead away from catching the ball. So, I mean, you kind of got to call that, but it was definitely preventable. He shouldn't have played the way he played on the route. Like, he was caught behind Snead the whole time. It was just bad coverage. 2nd and 6, 3:35 left in the 4th. 19 career game-winning drives in the 4th quarter or overtime for Joe Flacco. His last one, though, wasn't since 2016. 2nd and 6. Flacco tosses it up, and he had his receiver Hurst, but Hurst drops the ball. So it's 3rd and 6, 3:30 left. Remember, both teams still have 3 timeouts, though. So even if the Ravens can't score here, they still have 3 timeouts to get the ball back. So the Ravens, I think, could still go for a field goal. It wouldn't be the smartest thing. I think they'll end up going for the touchdown, even if there's a 4th down. But if they do get stopped, they can still get the ball back. So Flacco is at about the 36, drops back, throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete to Willie Snead. So it's, again, another 4th down and 6. 21-17 Saints, 3:26 left in the 4th quarter. 4th and 6 for the Ravens in Saints territory. This is another biggest play of the game. Flacco, 5 wide. And the Saints decide to call a timeout to check their defense. And basically they wanted to see what the Ravens were coming out in, what sort of formation, what sort of play call. So the Saints call a timeout before 4th down. $2.26. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already visited the Bottom Line View before, if you're not a subscriber, consider subscribing for live streams like this, commentary, fantasy football videos, recaps, all that sort of stuff on the channel. If you're an NFL fan, I suggest you subscribe to the channel because we do NFL videos basically every single day of the week. 3 minutes, 26 seconds left in the 4th quarter. 4th and 6. 3 timeouts still for Baltimore. 2 timeouts for the Saints as they took one. 21-17 Saints. Flacco splits his back out, and he's in the block. Flacco under pressure. Tosses it up to Willie Snead. It's incomplete. Tipped off Snead's hand. There was another Saint coming in for the hit, and Snead couldn't quite get his hands on the football. So the Saints will get the football back with 3:19 left, 3 timeouts. Still for the Ravens. So this game is not over yet, but the Saints have a real chance to ice the game. Flacco basically making plays happen here. He was under pressure and escaped the first guy, tossed it up to Snead, but couldn't make a play. Great coverage by the Saints defense. I know that you pick the Ravens, Bodo, but why do you want the Ravens if you're a Steelers fan? It doesn't really make sense. The time left, 3:19 left. 3 minutes, 19 seconds left for Drew Brees. 21-17 Saints. The Saints are in the shotgun, and they decide to pass. Brees throws it up to number 85, Arnold, his tight end, his third-string tight end, for the first down and a deep play. Wow. My favorite team is the Patriots, as you can see behind me. 3 minutes, 14 seconds left. Wow. They go to Arnold in the biggest of situations. Interesting. Yes, I can read this. Drew Brees motions Arnold to the right, hands it off to Kamara to the right. Kamara gets 1 yard on the run, and that will make the clock go down. They're not really trying to score, but I think they were trying to get into Baltimore territory. They probably at least want a field goal, though. Sean Payton has never beat John Harbaugh, and Drew Brees has never beat the Saints. They have their biggest chance in this game. 2nd and 8. They're on the Ravens 40. Taysom Hill takes the read option, gets the first down. He does go out of bounds, but he did get the first down. 2 minutes, 25 seconds left. Still 3 timeouts for the Ravens. This is the biggest crucial set of downs here for the Ravens, because if the Saints really get a first down, I don't want to say the game's over, but the game is close to over. Like if the Saints get 2 first downs, the game's over. If they get 1 first down, the Saints are highly likely going to win this game. So 2:25 left for the Saints. 21-17 Saints. 3 timeouts still for the Ravens. So it's still on the other side of the 2-minute warning. So we'll see what the Ravens do in terms of timeouts. Taysom Hill motions to the right. Drew Brees back at quarterback. And timeout Saints. There were 0 seconds on the play. Oh, no flag on the Saints. Wow, delay of game on Drew Brees. Not something Drew Brees usually does, but an unfortunate delay of game. 1st and 15 for the Saints. 2:25 left. If you guys do enjoy my commentary, make sure you subscribe to the channel. #cheap plug. The score is 21-17 for the Saints. Taysom Hill at quarterback hands it off to Kamara for 5 yards. So they're back to about 2nd and 10. And the Ravens decide to take a timeout on this side of the 2-minute warning. So it's 2 minutes, 18 seconds left in the 4th quarter. The Ravens still have 2 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Redskins scored. Oh. Okay, so upcoming 2nd and 6. They're just waiting because the timeout, killing time. Taysom Hill, 6 rushes, 35 yards in this game, 5.8 yards per carry. Wow, Redskins really showing off, eh? Second and 7, 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Drew Brees at the 25-yard line. Snaps the football, throws it to Michael Thomas. It's short of the first down. It will be 3rd and 3-ish, 3rd and 2-ish. Second, so let me explain. 3rd and 3, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. 2 timeouts for the Ravens, plus the 2-minute warning. So We'll see what happens. If the Saints get the first down, they're likely going to win the game. But they're looking to score, obviously. All right, thanks, John. Good luck with your live stream. I have haters all the time, bro. Especially when the Patriots are winning, I get more and more haters. Yeah, Kim's right. I don't do every game. I do all the big. We do all the big games. Rather myself or another guy on the channel. We do live reactions to all like the big games. Drew Brees throws it at the dirt on 3rd and 3. Very interesting play call. I was not a fan of that at all. They probably should have ran the ball there. They're going to kick a field goal, I think. Yeah, they're going to kick a field goal. So the Saints will look to go up by a touchdown and then give the ball back to the Ravens. The Ravens will have a chance to tie. They still have a timeout and the 2-minute warning. The kick is good by Will Lutz. So 24-17 for the Saints. 2 minutes, 7 seconds left. How many of us? Well, really 2 plus like guests. Like Kevil is a guest. And then we have myself and Dylan are the main people on the channel. Yeah. And then we have another guest that we have on. Connor is very excited. James says Saints defense will shut that down. Ultra says Will Lutz knocks it through. Jaguars should trade for Case Keenum. I don't know about that. Hasn't been great this year. The Ravens will be getting the ball back. I'm flipping over to the Cowboys game real quick. See what the score is. The Cowboys really struggle to score. 20-10 for the Redskins with 4:55 left. So that game will go down to the wire. Saints. Thank you, Chuck. All right, so Flacco's coming on the field with 2 minutes, 3 seconds left. Can he do it? Can he do it? Is he clutch enough? Is he clutch? That's the question. Joe Flacco in 5 wide. Saints send 4. They get pressure on Flacco, and he's forced to throw an incomplete pass. There is a flag on the play. Can you read this, please? Thanks, Mario. The score is 24-17 Saints. Ooh. Oh, what a stupid play by Marcus Davenport. Marcus Davenport grabs his fingers inside of Flacco's helmet and gets called for a face mask. Very, very dumb play after Flacco threw the ball. So the Ravens will get the first down, 15 yards. And it went back to commercial. Classic NFL. So we'll go to the Cowboys game. And Cowboys tight end 87 is injured. He's actually been playing pretty well this year. Yeah, that was a really stupid play by Davenport. Yeah, he's hurt. Ultra. Chuck said, I will subscribe. Well, thank you, Chuck. Worst conference by far, AFC North. Well, AFC North is not a conference, it's a division. And I also don't think it's the worst division. I think probably NFC. No, AFC South. AFC South or NFC West are probably the worst divisions. All right. Let's flip back to the Saints game, see what's going on. Still commercial. Dak Prescott threw a shitty pass as usual. Thanks, Mario. Who do you think is the best team in the NFL? I guess you got to stick with the Rams right now. I don't know if they would win head-to-head matchups with the Saints and Patriots. I feel like those are the top 3 teams, but they're undefeated, so you got to give it to them right now. Dak Prescott avoids the blitz and runs for a first down, but there's a flag. Okay, let's switch back to the Saints. All right, so Flacco given a huge play from Marcus Davenport. Very stupid play. Throws the ball outside to Willie Snead. And Snead tries to reach for the out of bounds, but the clock continues to run as he didn't quite make it there. 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. Flacco hurrying up to the line. 2nd and 4. Flacco snaps the ball. 3-man rush for the Saints. And there's too much time for Flacco as he throws a complete pass past the 50-yard line of the past the 50-yard line into Saints territory around the Saints 47-yard line. Flacco throws it over the middle to Crabtree once again. Crabtree gets near the first down marker to the Saints 33-yard line. Michael Crabtree providing us that he is not a sorry-ass receiver. Flacco, again, with time, throws it to Allen. Allen makes a guy miss, looks slow as hell, but he's able to get to the 15-yard line of the Saints. 47 seconds left in the game. The Ravens still have 1 timeout. The Saints still have 2 timeouts. 24-17 Saints. 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Stopping the clock as well. I should mention that. So Buck Allen. All right. Flacco on the 15 throws it over to Buck Allen again, and Allen gets taken down by the shoestring and gets 1 yard. So the clock is running, and the Ravens can't afford to stop it because they only have 1 timeout, and they need to use it wisely. 2nd and 9. Flacco again in the shotgun. Throws it deep into the end zone. Wide open touchdown to John Brown. John Brown. Joe Flacco goes nuts. John Brown scores the touchdown. Moore goes crazy. The Ravens sideline is enjoying it. Touchdown Ravens. 24-23 Saints. This game could be going and heading to overtime. So the Ravens will have to kick the extra point, but it is the greatest, most accurate kicker that we've seen in NFL history. If he misses this, I would be shocked. Basically what happens here on the play, the Saints playing a cover 2 look. Lattimore stays shallow to cover the running back. The safety over the top does not get over fast enough to cover John Brown. John Brown catches the ball and is becoming a Baltimore legend in progress. Justin Tucker kicks it, and it's no good. Justin Tucker missed the game-tying extra point. No, this is not a joke. I am not bullshitting you. He missed the extra point. It is his first career missed extra point ever. Ever. He's actually been very close on missing a couple. Like earlier, it was close. He misses this one straight up to the right. And look at his face. Look at his face. His face is going like this. Eyes wide open. I wish I could show you this right now. Oh my God. But his eyes are wider than I've ever seen. And Joe Flacco is shocked. Joe Flacco doesn't know what to say. The Saints are going to win this one. Luckily, 24-23 most likely. There's 24 seconds left. Now, what happens is the Ravens will have to kick an onside kick to get the ball back. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. I'm nervous. "24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. If they don't get this extra or this onside kick, the game is over." I was even counting the extra point before it happened, but that just goes to show anybody can miss it. Tucker misses it to the right. And that reaction that he had to missing it is going to be a meme. It's going to be a GIF on the internet for years to come because that was a great reaction. I wish I could honestly show you that. And I feel bad for Tucker because Tucker is a great guy and a really good kicker. Tucker, he's lining it up on the left hash mark. And the ball is sitting on the ground. He just knuckles it. Kamara has a little bit of trouble getting the ball, but he does recover it. So the Saints will end up winning this game 24-23, thanks to a Justin Tucker missed extra point, which I never thought I would hear in my life. So the Saints will go out and knee the football, and they will win, and they will end up being 5-1, and the Ravens will be 4-3. A big win for the Saints, a big loss for the Ravens. Now, I think both teams will be headed to the playoffs, but this significantly hurts the Ravens' divisional chances, and this helps the Saints' divisional chances in the NFC South and the AFC North. So a crazy ending to this game. This was a really well-played game. This was a football. Let me now. Hear me now? Should be able to hear me now. All right. Well, anyways, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you guys for joining me here for the New Orleans Saints Baltimore Ravens week 7. Why does it say? It says week 8. I didn't even realize the title said that the whole time. It is week 7, right? What is this? Did you guys even realize that? But yeah, thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed, hit the subscribe button and like the video. Again, guys, really appreciate it if you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel. We do NFL live streams, NFL recaps, videos like this. We always live stream the game of the weeks, this one, and we did the Panthers-Eagles earlier. We also do recaps for Thursday, Monday night, Sunday night football. We do fantasy football starts and sit videos. We do picks every week. We do topic videos. So if you guys enjoy anything NFL, I would recommend subscribing to this channel. I don't think you will be mad, sad, or anything negative if you subscribe to the channel. All right. I'll leave you there. Thanks for joining me once again. It's Mitch of the Bottom Line View. Have a good one. Peace out.